Hello everybody, we are going to introduce our study about salted yolk processing entitled Effect of Pickling and Drying Times on Changing of Chemical and Physical Property of Salted Yolk. First, let me introduce our teams. My name is Pilawat Tangsopa.
My name is Piyaporn Phumi.
And I'm Miss Ruchiraporn Khomkham.
Our advisors are Thiraporn Chumusen and Pornpimon Kamun. We come from the School of Agricultural Engineering, Institute of Engineering, Suranaree University of Technology. All right, let's move to our presentation.
The outline are here. Alright, let me introduce the significance of our study. In recent years, consumers are more interested in food that provide health benefits. Hen egg is a popular food globally as it is an excellent source of nutrients, especially protein, vitamin, and mineral. In addition, it is low price and available for the consumer all year round. In 2019, the consumption of hen eggs in Thailand was an average of 226 eggs per person per year. However, the production rate of hen eggs was increased by 1% in 2020. This growth resulted in an oversupply of hen eggs in the market. Due to solve the oversupply problem and develop alternative food products from hen egg, so that hen yolk production is interesting because it can be prepared easily, low cost, and high nutrition. In addition, it's around moist product. Its shelf life is longer than a fish hen eggs. The salted yolk has recently been produced by soaking in brine for 6 to 24 hours at 50 to 60 degrees Celsius. This process is therefore faster than the traditional methods as it takes 50 to 20 days. That the objective of this study was to study the effect of pickling and drying time on the physical chemical property of salted hen yolk. In this study, the pickling time was shorter than in previous study. Meanwhile, the pickling temperature was high, as at 80 degrees Celsius. Alright, let me present the material and methods used in this study. Of salt solution, the salt solution was prepared with 8% sodium chloride and incubated at 80 degrees Celsius before. Second, pickling of hen yolk and egg white were separated. Then the yolk was added to a salt solution and incubated at 80 degrees Celsius for 2, 3, and 4 hours using a hot air oven. Third, pickling was rinsed and washed with water for 3 times to remove salt on the surface, and then it was dried at 80 degrees Celsius for 2, 3, and 4 hours using a hot air oven.
Right after preparation of salted hen yolk, then were analyzed as follows: moisture content and water activity analysis of file replication. The salt content of salted yolk was also analyzed using water method For G replication, CIELAB star were measured by calorimeter of file replication. Harshness and adhesiveness of salted gel were analyzed by texture analyzer for file replication. Let me present the result of this study. This graph shows the effect of picking and drying time on the moisture content of the salted gel. Moisture content will vary between 31 to 37%. As you can see, increasing picking time from 0 to 4 hours in yellow scale bar. The moisture content was significantly reduced extent of picking yolk will dry at 18 degrees Celsius for 3 hours. However, extended drying time from 0 to 4 hours resulted in significantly lower moisture content of the salted gel. That include be confident that extended picking and drying time reduce the moisture content of the salted gel. Unlike these results show the water activity of salted gel. It is quite as similar than with moisture content with increasing picking and drying time. Water activity will reduce. Water activity of salted gel will vary between 0.95 to 0.98.
Next, this graph shows the effect of pickling and drying time on salt content. The salt content of salted yolk was 0.17 to 0.84%, or calculated as 69 to 379 mg sodium. However, Thai adults are recommended to consume less than 2,400 mg of sodium a day. Extended pickling and drying times from 2 hours to 4 hours significantly increase in salt content effectively. 4 hours pickling increased salt content up to 0.84%. Figure 4 show your color value of salted yolk on left-hand side, show L star and A star value. In comparison between exterior and interior of salted yolk on the right hand, show B star value. Extended pickling and drying time from 2 hours to 4 hours resulted in a decrease in the lightness, redness, and yellowness of exterior and interior salted yolk. However, when compared between the exterior and interior of salted yolk, interior yolk had higher lightness value than the exterior yolk. In opposite, yellowness or B star of exterior yolk were higher than those of interior yolk. Alright, you can see the salted yolk picture here. Interior yolk had higher lightness value than the exterior yolk when extended the pickling and drying times. Finally, the graph show you harshness and adhesiveness of salted yolk, which increased pickling and drying time. Hardness value were slightly increased. Meanwhile, extended pickling time from 2 hours to 4 hours resulted in increased the adhesiveness value. Conclusion of our study. Extended pickling and drying time from 0 to 4 hours significantly. We use the moisture content and water activity of the salted yolk, but the salt content were increased considerably. Extended pickling and drying time from 2 hours to 4 hours resulted in decreased brightness, redness, and yellowness of exterior and interior salted yolk. Extended drying time resulted in pale color of salted yolk. Extended pickling and drying times increased in adhesiveness value of salted yolk. The optimum pickling and drying time was 3 hours at 80 degrees Celsius due to providing a good quality. Finally, this study could pivot preliminary information to food manufacturers for improving the quality of salted hen yolk. Thank you for your attention.